I mean, yeah, it was obviously unfortunate, but like I said, we were confident the whole time that guys were going to be able to come in and compete the whole time. So we had a lot of faith. Guys that were out, we had faith in the guys that were still playing and that they would be able to do their job.
How does Coach it seems like Coach Clanton talks a lot about he wants every offensive lineman to learn every position, which is somewhat unique on the offensive line. Coach Kratch seems to do the same thing with you guys. I mean, how was that? What's that like to be able to figure out every position and know you can be slotted in and hold your own no matter what?
Right. I think a lot of it just has to do with he's a great technician. Like we all know the fundamentals that you have to play linebacker. They translate to inside the box, outside the box, and so being able to know the fundamentals and translate that to whatever scheme thing is a big part of what he does. So.
And you mentioned, I mean, you were asked right away about being healthy a lot of the season. You weren't all season, obviously.
No,
you were banged up.
Yeah.
What was it like coming in banged up and doing that while everyone else is going through all that stuff? And then you see guys like Barnes, who probably would have never seen the field, coming in with his hair on fire, chasing down quarterbacks.
It was awesome. Just seeing guys be able to step up. Like obviously you want to be the guy playing, but sometimes God's plan for you is to be on the sideline, right? And to be a coach for those guys and to help them. And the fact that he was able to get that opportunity and just ran with it was awesome. So.
What did you pick up from being on the sidelines? Was there some coaching aspects to you? Do you see the game any differently now?
For sure. I was a little like I not got thrown in there, right? But I haven't played a ton of inside linebacker in my life, and so being able to just kind of sit back and watch it a little bit more. Obviously, like I watched all spring ball, and I was really intent with that. But yeah, being able to like kind of be in a leadership role from behind and get in and help guys watch film, I think was really important.
What does it mean to sit at the back of the room versus the front of the room in like team meetings?
In team meetings, I don't know if there's much. I think a lot of it is seniority, but then they kind of just slot guys in with people leaving. So
I just bring it up because defense coordinator John brought it up, like talking about guys at the front of the rooms have been through everything, and they get shouted out as people who have kind of led, but it's not always like seniors up there.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of it goes mostly by seniority, but then they kind of just slot guys in where they need seats. So
how competitive is that linebacker position been this? I mean, you've only had one practice,
right.
But when you think about the number of guys that now have game experience all out there competing, what's that like?
It's awesome. Like just being able to compete with those guys every single day. I mean, you look at the depth chart, and there's like pretty much a three deep of guys that have started in our defense and would start for most places, and really talented guys. So being able to go in there and compete, I think it's going to make all of us better. So that'll be really good. Just being able to be in there. I've got guys in there that have played a lot of football, so at my position, and so it's kind of like if I want to go in there and watch film and learn, we're all kind of we have experience. We know kind of what goes on in the game. So
how different did that practice feel? Obviously, you're around those guys that got those starts every day, and you see them grow. But did the in-game experience make a tremendous difference, I guess, in the grand scheme of things? Does it feel different practicing with them?
You mind restating that question?
Does the guys that came in because of the injuries last year and got that in-game experience, can you see the growth in practice? Is it there?
For sure. I mean, I think a little bit of it is just confidence. And guys have confidence, like everybody knows they can play or thinks they can play. And it's about, being able to go out there and do it. And you saw a lot of our guys, our linebackers, like they were able to go out there and do it. So while they might not have played the whole season or whatever, like guys like Barnes are super talented, and he might not have gotten a chance to show that, but he did, and he balled out in those games that he played. So it's just, I mean, those guys get confidence, but it also just creates a sense of like, okay, there's nobody's better than anybody else, really. Like everybody's able to compete and start on this team, so it's very competitive.